Hello guys, how you doing today on this beautiful fall morning? Feels great, about 6:40 a.m. I am on day 2 of 3 of a fast. I end this fast Wednesday. I know I said yesterday Thursday, but actually Wednesday morning that will be the end of my fast. So I apologize for that. Thank you for tuning in. All the subscribers, all the new subscribers. If you're new to me, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, as my messages come from the universal God. And I'm one of the few YouTubers that teach you your actual spiritual being. Most people teach you as a human. They don't give you an answer as to what God is thinking. Because remember, this is a spiritual warfare between Satan and God. So man gets you all wrapped up in what the president is doing and joke, that's fine, but that's in the human. From the spiritual being standpoint, you can see from God's standpoint what he wants us to do and what the fifth dimension is bringing and what you need to do to be ready for the fifth dimension. That's what I bring you. So I welcome you. Thank you so much. Today's topic, guys, Great Awakening 2020, day 2 of 3 fasting. Stop being a victim. Great Awakening 2020, day 2 of 3 of fasting. Stop being a victim. Guys, I want you to read, if you can, Luke chapter 1, verse 37. Luke chapter 1, verse 37. With God, nothing is impossible. It says, with God, nothing is impossible. So why are you a slave? Whoever's thinking they're a slave, why are you a slave? Slavery that I recall was back in the 1600s, 1700s, and then it was abolished 1865. Is that right? That's when they were actually taking slaves out and beating them with whips. But this is 2020. The only people we see now that things are happening is related to drugs. Things we see now with the police is related to drugs. Point blank. So even though maybe you know somebody that's with drugs, it's all been related. Key involvement down the line, something to do with drugs or weapons. Do you see me with a weapon or am I on drugs? Nothing's going to happen to me. I'm a child of God. I'm protected because I do his commandments. So, stop thinking that these men of the world are on your side. Lucifer right now, but he's losing. But he still got some people that's on his side. They don't fight fair. They use people to fool you. Over the week, I heard a young lady give a great message. And I'm showing you how Satan fools you. She said over 400 years ago, this and that. Stop right there. Proverbs 23:7 says, as a man thinketh in the heart, the only reason you're a slave is because of you. Donald Trump, Joe Biden, whoever has no control of the situation you're in. You're in your situation because of you. You are a child of God. Psalms 82, 1 through 6 says you are a God of the Most High. John 10:34 said, per Jesus, said you're a God of the Most High. Why are you still a slave and a victim? When you hear speeches like that, go the other way. I still hear ministers doing, and Satan uses your word of God against you to keep you down. This is 2020. So back in the slavery time, they didn't know how to read or write. Is that right? So maybe they didn't know how to find what I just read you. When I was coming out, I had the same speeches. Teaching me we oppressed, we slaves. And I bought it in every time with the Kool-Aid, and then God gives it to you because God doesn't force. God gives you whatever you ask for. So I was appalled with and that's what Satan, he uses the most eloquent speakers to fool us. And I seen a multitude of black folks clapping. Oh yeah, stop it, man. Get out of this oppression. Notice when you try to better yourself, your own people of your own ethnicity try to pull you down. They call you a sellout because you know your power is with God. They are of Satan too because they don't know the word of God. My message to you is from God to stop doing is you in your situation because of you. And you need to, if you're getting this message and you hear me loud, you need to teach folks to get their power back. It says all through the word, nothing is impossible without God. I just read you Luke chapter 1, verse 37. What does it say? So why is the slavery still being? Because of the deep state, the Illuminati that runs the world. That's called control. They control you by not you reading your own word. If Reverend so-and-so is teaching you that, or any leader, you need to run the other way. Like I did. If people pulling you down like crab, you know how a crab, if you're in a barrel and you try to get out the barrel, that's what most folks do. Clip yourself from those crabs and move on forward and pray for them. And then teach. It's their fault they in their situation. Way you combat people is show them the word of God, what it say. I had someone actually email, I heard that they're going to send me the message, and I sent them back all the verses of God. And then what do? They run. That's what we're going on now, man. It's a spiritual warfare, Satan versus God. The fifth dimension, he doesn't want you a slave or victim anymore because you haven't been taught correct. I just showed you chapters and verse. I had to come with this language to wake you up, man. Satan's not going to use someone like me usually for a multitude of people. He's going to use someone sound really educated and really eloquent. But notice I said educated. I didn't say knowledgeable. Knowledge comes from God. Wisdom comes from God. Anybody, now there's a smart people can copy speeches and then speak it to you. That's what a lot of folks get trapped into. They hear the speech, but they don't compare it to your word of God, what it say, or the commandments. The reason I could do this fast is because food is actually, knowledge is food. I feel great. The only thing I know, I just can't get out here and lift no weights, but I can get out here and do this walk, and I'm getting more closer to God. Man cannot live by bread alone. So my message to you is stop being a victim. Police car just passed me. Did he stop and beat me up? No. Stop falling for the okie doke from Satan. Satan hires people called crisis actors to fool you. CIA infiltrated media called Operation Mockingbird. Oh, somebody I want you to look up to learn about the court system. Because the court system, most of the times we get charged because we don't know the law. Remember, the law of the land is not the law, not the true law of the land. They have us as a corporation, but that's the maritime law. Look up David Wynn Miller. I'm hoping you hear this. Look up David Wynn Miller. He passed away a few years ago, but he teaches how you're supposed to talk in front of the court system. Whether it's a speeding ticket, whether you do anything, he can show you how you're supposed to talk. He's a good guy I was listening yesterday, man. He teaches you, like when they say, do you understand? You never say you understand. When you do that, you're under control. Same when you tell an officer he's an officer. He's got you. You're under their law. That's why you never say anything when they pull you over. When they give you an order, because you are really a free person, but you don't know, you could actually write them an order of bill because they're ordering you. You were free 1865. But don't argue with me. Go look up the knowledge with David Wynn Miller. That's why I'm giving it to you. So you can learn these things that you haven't been taught, that's been hidden. Why is your name in all caps? Because they have you as a corporation, not as a person, not as a living common man. So I'm teaching you knowledge. So yeah, when I was down, that's why I'm fasting, because I get that knowledge. Also, guys, I'm preparing you now. I just put out some stuff last week on my Facebook page about, I told you, the corruption of these people that people making gods is getting more and more unveiled. It's only going to get worse for them, not for me. Because I'm rejoicing now the truth is coming out. But be prepared for your family members as they see some of these people they done made gods. More and more crimes getting attached and more getting unveiled. If you thought Watergate was bad, this thing gonna be 100 times worse than Watergate was coming. Nothing to fear. It's part of the truth. Because we are being freed from the lies. You understand? That's why it's getting unveiled. So I'm sending stuff to my own relatives. They haven't seen nothing yet. This is only the little tip of the iceberg what's coming. As these days get closer to the, you're going to see more and more lies and stuff getting unveiled. Other good news, Florida just opened. Before you say, oh, Florida, when I mean open, no restrictions, no masks, no. If you say no, why are you fearing? I just told you, Luke chapter 1, verse 37. With God, nothing is impossible. Proverbs 23:7, as a man thinketh in the heart, so is he. Stop it. What does God say about fear? That's what's holding the virus back now, is folks with their fear taught from Satan, from the media. Who made you? Did man make you or did God make you? People don't read the word. They read the word, but they just read it. They don't take it in. So anyway, I'm doing great, guys. After this walk, I'm going to go in and just relax. I got today and tomorrow of this fast. But that's my message to you, man. Stop being a victim as of right now and teach, get all people back. So that's what's going on in the world now. Half the people know they're not victims, and then you get half the people that think they are because they still giving the speeches from like when I was a kid back in the 1960s. 2020, how are you still a slave and there's so much opportunity out here? So many people can read the word and the commandments and don't read it. They rather listen to somebody corrupting their mind, which is your spiritual being, and that's what happens. They don't read the word like I'm reading you. I always tell you read what I just said and empower yourself so we can get this world back and move to the fifth dimension. If you're agreeing with somebody that says you're a slave, that's why you are. So if someone giving you incorrect information, you'll be like, yeah, and you're clapping your hands like I saw all these African-American folks and other folks of mixed races, then that's why what happens to you happens to you. Get out of this slavery mentality. 2020. This is not even 1965. 1865, we were free as slaves. It really stuck on my mind, man. That people in 2020 don't read nothing. They done got so lazy. Satan done made you so lazy where you don't take time to read. And then you watch television, that's the Matrix. That's man's teaching tool to teach you everything in the world. And I get some folks that related to me and friends still tuning in to me, tell me I'm not woke because I don't listen to television. I am woke because I follow the word of God and follow the commandments. You're the one not woke because you're asleep. You're in a sleep state watching the television. That's why you're sick. That's why you're in your situation. God is there with open arms just waiting for us to ask for his help. Nothing is impossible with God. So you are a slave or a victim because of you. I can do this fast. Why? Nothing is impossible with God. So I'm doing this to get more closer to God. Guys, you take care. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.